Library of Zinmo sect. Why you? What brings you here? Is it because sect leader found the copy of Supreme Divine Technique has mistakes and asked you to come over and correct them? Don't tease me, Mr. Shu. If that were the case, I would have been called over by sect leader for a lecture. How could I have come here? Then what are you doing here? Here's the thing. Last night when I was stabilizing Supreme Divine Technique, the internal power of mantra of hexadic senses suddenly burst out. If I hadn't been strong enough to suppress it, I'm afraid I would have suffered chi deviation. So I want to get a copy of mantra of hexadic senses to see what went wrong. Shu Min is in charge of the library. If I want to get a copy from here, I have to get the approval of Shu Min. Every disciple of our Zinmo sect must memorize mantra of hexadic senses. Why you can't possibly forget it. Mr. Shu, I impersonate a lot of people, so I have countless things to remember. I haven't forgotten mantra of hexadic senses. But in case my memory goes wrong, I'd better go check a copy. Fine, show me your pass. Well, I got here in a hurry and forgot to bring it. These big sects are really strict in the management of where they keep secret books. Do you really have a pass? Why you? Have you been away from the sect for so long that you even forgot the rules of the library? The library is guarded by the spirits of the ancestors. Only when you have made a contribution and obtained permission from sect leader can you get your pass from me. No one can go in without it. Mr. Shu, is Supreme Divine Technique not my contribution? And I'm not asking for any new art. Could you just bend the rules and give me a pass? It's no use begging me. Go ask our sect leader. I'll give it to you as soon as he agrees. And wasn't your father who taught you mantra of hexadic senses? Why didn't you go ask him, but came to me? You've learned the mantras of touch, sound and speech. Is it that you want to learn the other 3 branches? That's not good. Why you? If I dared to ask Ge Yi, would I be here talking to you? But does mantra of hexadic senses have different branches? I didn't know that before. Forget about that. Why you? You told me you were going to tell me one thing when you reached the pre-celestial stage. Now that you've done it, can you tell what it is about? Is there such a thing? I've been away for so long, so I kind of forgot about it. Can you give me some hints? Ge Yi and Shu Min are rivals. I don't think Ge Yu wanted to tell him anything. Is he fooling me? Don't play dumb with me. Do you think you can break your promise at will because you have advanced to the pre-celestial stage? How can you say that? My dad told me I can't easily trust anything you say. Thankfully, the relationship between Ge Yi and Shu Min isn't good. Whether Shu Min is testing me or it is true, I'll just deny it. It wouldn't be strange for me to do that. Humph, good. You and your father are so much alike. You're flattering me. Can I enter this library? The rules are the rules. I can't bend the rules for you. I'm sorry. If you really want to get in, follow the regular process so that I will give you a pass. And I've gone over mantra of hexadic senses in my mind. I can tell you that your problem is so special that mantra of hexadic senses won't be able to solve it. Mantra of hexadic senses can't help you. The arts in the library can't help you either. Please leave. Mr. Shu, why'd I always feel like you're taking it personally? Is there something I'm not doing well enough? What are you talking about? I just have to follow the rules. You're a distinguished young man in our sect. I always worry that I'm not taking good care of you. I see, Mr. Shu. Then I'll go. All right. Don't be a stranger. Just call me by my name. There's definitely something wrong with Ge Yu. I'm just going to put one more breath of purity on him. Even if I put it on casually, it can last for more than 10 years. If it's removed again, it means Ge Yu found out I did it. If this Ge Yu is a fake, then does Ge Yi know this matter? With Ge Yi's ability, it's impossible for him not to recognize his own son, so he must know about it. Then are the fake and Ge Yi of one mind? I guess not. Otherwise, he wouldn't have come to the library to find mantra of hexadic senses. Or this guy is really Ge Yu, and I'm just being paranoid? That's interesting. Xu Min said the library is guarded by the spirits of the ancestors. Even if I ask Qinger to sneak in while Xu Min is away, I guess she will be found immediately. I didn't think that mantra of hexadic senses is still so hard to get after I've gotten into the Zinmo sect. And Xu Min seems to have done something to me. Sniff. My flesh does have a faint smell. If it weren't for immortal dominating punches that makes my 5 senses extremely sharp, I wouldn't have been able to detect it. It's not convenient here. I'll just go back to my room and work on it. This Xu Min guy really has a lot of tricks. 6 hours later. After a few hours of study, I finally figured it out. Xu Min seems to have planted some kind of pheromone in my body? It's harmless, but it gives off an extremely faint smell, and it can nourish itself with my flesh and blood, so it can even last for a decade or so in my body. In this way, no matter how I disguise, he'll be able to recognize me immediately as long as I appear in front of him. But he's underestimated the extreme control of immortal dominating punches over my body. Any hint of foreign abnormality trying to invade my body would be detected instantly. Now, there are 2 solutions. One that can only hide the smell. The other one can remove the smell completely. The first solution is that I use immortal dominating punches' extreme control of my body to forcibly lock the pheromone in my body, not allowing it to emit a smell. That way, even if Xu Min is in front of me, he won't be able to smell anything. Deeply inhale. Well, nothing can be smelled anymore. The second solution is that I force the pheromone into one part of my body, and then I cut that part. Finally, I'll use Finger of Nirvana to heal the wound. That way I can remove it for good, but now I might see Xu Min a lot. If I remove it, I might get in trouble instead. So I'll just keep it. I might be able to use it to stir up trouble. And I won't tell Ge Yi about it for the time being. As for how to use it, I still need to think about it. Knock knock knock. Huh? Mr. Ge, are you in there? What's up, Mr. Ge? Elder Jing sent me to ask you why you haven't gone to her yet. Elder Jing has been waiting for you to come to her after hearing about your arrival, but you haven't replied, so. Reply what? I haven't been anywhere but the library since I arrived. I haven't met any Elder Jane. I haven't seen her since I came back. And I'm going to cultivate in seclusion. No matter what she's up to, I'll just talk to her after I finish the cultivation. Aw, what? To be on the safe side, I'd rather just put off this meeting. But Elder Jing said you had an appointment with her. If you don't see her, she'll go tell your father. It's not like it's a big deal. Would it make a difference if I went to her after a while? I can't believe she's going to tell on me. Tell her to talk to me herself. Why does this Elder Jing have to see me? But Elder Jing has already told you about this. Haven't you read the message yet? The message? See, here comes another message. Is this like a phone message? Mr. Ge, why don't you read the messages? This stupid mirror is broken. I didn't even know someone is looking for me. Go check what's going on. Yes, Mr. Ge. Whoosh. Mr. Ge, it's not broken. Elder Jing's message is very clear. And there are a lot of other messages. You can go now. Yes, Mr. Ge. I was so careless. Although Ge Yu is not liked by the lower-level disciples, he's the mainstay of Zinmo sect. So he couldn't possibly have no social life at all. I've been back for a while, but none of them have come to me. I should have noticed it. If it's because the people of Zinmo sect use the mirrors to communicate, then it makes sense. Whoosh. Frightened. Whoosh, whoosh. Holy shit. What you? Why haven't you reported to the Touch Mantra Hall? I let you work there because your father made a guarantee with me. If you're not competent, even your dad won't be able to stop me from firing you. Knock knock. Why you? Why haven't you answered my message? I thought we agreed that when you got back, we would go challenge the puppets of sight desire. Knock knock. Mr. Guh, have you received a message from Elder Juan? Elder Juan invites you to enjoy the moon at midnight. Knock knock knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock 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 knock. Why you? Why are you reacting so badly? It's not like you. What do you want? Haha, nothing. Shuzi said you're not so bad-tempered recently. I came to see if it's true. I never thought that one day you would be so nice to me, one of Mr. Shu's men. I'm so surprised. Origin point gained, envy, 0.01 points, Li Bang. Thump. I was just being polite to you. Don't push your luck. How dare you challenge me, Li Bang? Go tell Shu Min that if he sends any more men to provoke me, I don't mind sending their corpses back. Good, Yu. Keep stirring up trouble. The bigger you make a scene, the better. Yu not only has so many friends and relatives, but also many enemies. His interpersonal relationships are too messy. It's hard to pretend to be a total stranger. I can't believe that I haven't been caught yet. There are 1,000 Hamlets in 1,000 people's eyes. What's more, Yu is also very changeable. I can't play the role of Yu perfectly in front of everyone. It's only a matter of time before I get caught. For the time being, I guess shouldn't be able to get mantra of hexadic senses and faceless mantra. I can no longer stay in Zinmo sect, because I can't get any benefit from being here now. At least I can't stay in a place where there are Yu's acquaintances everywhere. I've always intended to make Yu seriously injured by Chongling sect, so that Zinmo sect and Chongling sect will completely turn against each other. If I stay here all the time, this plan will never be implemented. I must find a way to leave. And Yu recorded a secret place not far from Zinmo sect in the instructions of disguise. I can just go there and take a look. Maybe I can find some treasures there. Thump. Thump, thump, thump. Ah. A bunch of losers. You guys can't even beat me when I haven't used my internal power. How dare you provoke me with that kind of strength? You really don't know your strength. Normally, Yi wouldn't let me go. Fortunately, he is in the crucial period of a power struggle with Shu Min. So I can push him and convince him to let me go. Mr. I really didn't mean to provoke you. You're so ungrateful. Mr. is teaching you something. Origin point gained, fear, adoration, 0.01 points, Chen Yuan. What's wrong with this Chen Yuan? She's so annoying. Are there any normal people in Zinmo sect? Look, Chen Yuan knows my intention. I've been patiently guiding you in your cultivation, but you're resenting me. All of you get up. I'm going to show you what's the ethos of the Zinmo sect. After reaching the pre-celestial stage, Yu's personality has changed a lot. He used to be gloomy, but not so domineering. He wasn't much better before. He's always been a terror to us. I wish he'd never come back. If Yi were not his father, who would care about him? You're not convinced, are you? No, Mr. We all respect you so much. How hypocritical you are. You guys are saying nice things, but you're cursing me in your heart, aren't you? Come on, let's fight. We are not, Mr. Take a break, be right back. Multiple origin points gained, Fear, envy, Zinmo sect leak chives. You are losers. All of you were defeated by me in 15 minutes. How could you have the nerve to call yourselves disciples of Zinmo sect? I think that's about it. I basically beat up all the people I should beat. Step. Get your ass back to cultivation. If you're still so weak next time, get the hell out of Zinmo sect. Next, I just need to wait for someone to complain to Gu Yi. Gu Yu, you're pushing us too far. I need them to make a big deal out of it. He's gone too far. Gu Yi, you must give me an explanation today. He's so unreasonable. I've never seen such an arrogant man. What happened? How dare you ask? Your son made it living hell for us. Why you? Has he done anything other than get someone to practice his arts? Why you? Huh? Dad, what are you doing here? He's finally here. Recently, the disciples of our sect have been complaining about you, and even the elders of the branches have come to me, saying that you've been bullying the disciples. Why you? What are you doing? What bullying? That's normal practice. Those disciples went to tell on me because they were too weak to beat me. Even then you couldn't hurt them that badly. It was okay that you hurt the ordinary disciples. But the disciple of Elder Cunniling of the Smell Desire branch and the third disciple of the Sight Desire branch were both injured so much by you that they'd need 3 months of recuperation. Li Bing even almost died. What's wrong with you? Don't you know what to do and what not to do? It's not entirely my fault. That's because they're so hypocritical. Damn it. Why you weren't like this before. Although the disciples had complaints against you, they wouldn't express it because of your prestige. But you started all the things they complained to me about this time. You must give me an explanation, or I can't suppress the voice of discontent. Dad, actually, it still has something to do with Supreme Divine Technique. It allows me to tell whether someone is sincere or not. Because the technique requires me to be upright and above board, I can't bear others to be malicious to me. If they are, I have to beat them down. The technique makes it necessary for me to seek to be supreme. People should fear me when they see me. Most of the disciples I beat were those who were discontented with me. And after beating them, my whole state of mind has been enhanced. Does Supreme Divine Technique have that effect on you? Dad, I don't want it, either. After all, you are at a critical moment in your power struggle. I'm gonna hold you back. But I haven't mastered the technique yet, so I can't control myself. Can you really not control yourself? Maybe I should leave Zinmo sect for a while. I'll be back after you win against Shu Min. Well, it's not that I won't let you go. The matter of Chongling sect is not yet resolved. I must be at your beck and call. It's easy, Dad. You can give me one more of your yin message sending talisman. I lost the old one when I was fighting someone. If you are looking for me, you can contact me with it. I'll come back as soon as I receive your message. Fortunately, I'm prepared. I've done a lot of catching up these 2 days. The range of the yin message sending talisman isn't large. If you go too far away, you won't be able to receive my message. I just feel upset and plan to use Xie Yan's identity to go to Yudu City for a break. That place is not far. Yudu City? That place is not far from our sect indeed. It'll be convenient for me to contact you if you go there. Why you? Why do I feel that you've been planning this for a long time? Be prepared for everything and be prepared for the worst situation. Isn't that what you taught me, Dad? All right. You can go to Yudu City, but remember to lay low. You don't have to worry about anything else. And you should rebuild mantra of hexadic senses in the golden pill of hexadic senses as soon as possible. Take it seriously. When did I teach you that? Forget it. I finally got out of here. Did Gu Yu need his father to see him off when he left? I've finally left Zinmo sect. I'd go crazy if I stayed there any longer. Anyway, at least I got the golden pill of hexadic senses, so it wasn't a waste of time. Should I take this opportunity to run away? Forget it. If I run away like this, then my trip will really be for nothing. And Ge Yi knew that Ge Yu had the identity of Xie Yan. It's so troublesome. Now I need to figure out how to make the people of Chongling sect hurt me so that I can frame them. Only when Zinmo sect is in chaos can I have a chance to get the arts. Or at least I should get rid of Ge Yi. I'll go to the secret place first instead of Yudu City. There is no unimportant information in instructions of disguise, but it records such a place without telling what is there. It's kind of weird. Did Ge Yu leave some treasures there? Maybe I'm gonna make a fortune. Bang! The martial art that Ge Yu's cultivated is so violent. 2 hours later, Dark Wind Forest. According to instructions of disguise, the Dark Wind Forest is known as a dangerous place nearby. The trees here are so luxuriant that no light can penetrate. Those who don't know martial arts will get completely lost and never find their way out. And if masters at the pre-celestial stage come here, their 5 senses will be greatly weakened and they will be barely able to get out of here. Some people once tried to destroy this place completely. But the next day these trees just grew back. It was very strange. How did Ge Yu get in here and find this cave? It looks safe here. Good. There is something special about this place. Huh? It seems to be a tombstone? It has words engraved on it. I'm Kong Kong, the invisible freer. I created the 3 skills of disguise mantra, faceless mantra and 5 elements shift. I've been in the martial arts world for countless years. Now I'm dying. I still haven't found a suitable successor, so I set up the formations here and carved the skills on the 3 stone walls respectively. I hope that one day someone can see them. It turns out that Ge Yu got faceless mantra from here. But what is the 5 elements shift? I never saw him use it. Only disguise mantra and faceless mantra are recorded in the instructions of disguise. 5 elements shift is not mentioned. And weren't the skills carved on the walls? Why is there nothing? Wait, these scratches. Ge Yu, you were so mean. How could you scrape the skills off the walls after you got them? But if I were him, I would probably do so, too. The furniture is quite complete. I guess Ge Yu stayed here a few times. Here is a bare cave guarded by the formations, so no one can come in. I don't have to use Ge Yu's face now. I can finally get my internal power pool recovered. Finger of Nirvana. Damn, my trip to Zinmo sect was really tiring. Hurry to the old place in Yudu City. It's been 2 months and you still haven't gotten there. Are you all right? I'll meet you at the Vine Inn. The other letters are pretty much the same. Time, place, waiting for you. Are these the drafts of Ge Yu's letters to others? No, there is a record of Ge Yu's handwriting on instructions of disguise. I can imitate it. These were obviously not written by him. But the handwriting of these letters is the same. Could it be that Ge Yu wanted to study someone's handwriting? But the identities in instructions of disguise were all well studied. What's with these letters? Origin point gained, shock, 0.01 points, Yan Ruyu. Yan Ruyu? And it's 0.01 points? She is near me? Pre-celestial stage finger of flowery swords. Whoosh. Bang. I didn't seem to hit her. Where is she? There. Ge Yu, you. Boom. Ge Yu, are you nuts? You've done a good imitation of finger of flowery swords. You're having fun with your new identity, aren't you? New identity? She thinks I'm not Xie Yan, but Ge Yu. Yan Ruyu, are you blind? It means she thinks I'm Ge Yu and is pretending to be Xie Yan. How dare you sneak around in front of me, the charming jade child? Oh, please. Do you have to act even when you're with me? I was just joking with you. Why are you so mean? Unfortunately, I'm not kidding you. How did you get in here? What are you doing here? This place is heavily surrounded by formations. I got in safely only by following the notes in the instructions of disguise. But how could Yan Ruyu? Why you're really obsessed with playing someone else. Fine, I'll join your show. But don't you be that rude to me. I've already mastered 5 elements shift very well. You wouldn't have caught me if I hadn't cooperated. Don't get impulsive again, or I won't talk to you. Ge Yu and I found this place at the same time. After many twists and turns, we both reached an agreement, that is, Ge Yu cultivated faceless mantra and disguise mantra and I got 5 elements shift. So it's natural that I could be here. So that's it. Then she must be the one who left those letters. I should never have taken my mask off for comfort. Who reached an agreement with you? I'm Xie Yan. Don't talk nonsense. As the name implies, I guess those who cultivate 5 elements shift are able to move in 5 elements. No wonder Yan Ruyu is so elusive. So she's probably been following me since the time I left Zinmo sect. Only then does she insist that I'm Ge Yu after seeing me with Xie Yan's face. Why don't I keep pretending, and see what she's up to? There you go again. Then. Nice to meet you, Xie Yan, the charming jade child. I don't want to meet you. After all, you even killed Zhao Shi, who was in the same sect as you. Everyone says that Zhao Shi was killed by Ge Yu. Only I know things are not like this. I never bothered to argue because it was in my best interest. Now that I happened to meet her, why don't I sound her out? What are you talking about, Mr. Xie? Wasn't Zhao Shi killed by Ge Yu, the child thousand faces? I see. I know why he was so angry when he saw me. It turns out that he's blaming me for making him take the fall. I don't trust you. Judging by her expression, I'm basically sure that she killed Zhao Shi. This woman is even scarier than Qin Xinqi. Stop talking about a dead man. There is an update on the Ceylon treasury, so tell me if you're in. The Ceylon treasury? I remember instructions of disguise said that one of Ge Yu's human skin masks is from that beauty. Have you found a way to simulate the bloodline of Ceylon Wei? The mask is from Ceylon Wei, a princess of Ceylon near the Han Empire. Few people know that the royal family of this small country has a few power source stones. Power source stones are rare but necessary to maintain a defensive formation. A force can only stand if it has built up a large defense formation, because only then can it not be destroyed easily. Ceylon seems to have not found a suitable formation, so it hasn't used these stones. The stones are stored in the Ceylon treasury now. Ge Yu collected Ceylon Wei's mask because he coveted these stones. Yeah, so are you interested in it? This guy is really putting on a good show. For a moment I really thought he wasn't Ge Yu. I don't know if Child Thousand Faces is interested in it, but I do. Tell me more about it. According to instructions of disguise, only those who have the bloodline of the Ceylon royal family can open the Ceylon treasury. Ceylon Wei is the last person of the Ceylon royal family. Ge Yu only got her skin mask, but couldn't simulate her bloodline. I originally thought this mask was of little use. But I didn't expect Ge Yu to have Yan Ruyu as a helper. I don't care what power source stones, but Moqing sect will definitely need them. Yu, I worked so hard to find the clue. Don't you think you should take a good attitude and stop acting? Just tell me. Okay, Then I'll tell Mr. Xie what happened from the beginning. That's more like it. Whatever. Although Gu Yu is very strong, his temper is too strange. I'd better part ways with him when this matter is over. That's what happened when Yu and I were hunting the Meng family at the border. Ceylon, a small country on the border of the Han Empire, is closed to the outside world. The woman had escaped from Ceylon, but she was finally caught up by the pursuers. I didn't want to meddle, but Gu Yu took a fancy to the woman's face. He wanted to peel off the skin of her face for the collection. I had no choice but to help him. It took the two of us a lot of effort to kill all the pursuers. And I was all messed up. But unfortunately, that woman didn't escape being killed in the end. But she was smart. She knew that Gu Yu was up to no good, but instead of refusing his request, she offered a deal. Her promise was so attractive that Gu Yu and I agreed to the deal. I still get very excited when I think of it. She said, "I give you my face, please. Save my mother. I can repay you with the Ceylon treasury." She said that the Ceylon treasury held several power source stones that all the great powers were eager to get. But the treasury could only be opened by the royal bloodline of Ceylon. Because of the civil unrest, she was the only one left in the royal family. It means that only her blood can open the treasury. At first, Yu ignored Ceylon Wei's request. He intended to skin her directly. We didn't expect the woman to be so smart that she actually fooled Yu. Oh, Yu doesn't like this part, so I'm not going to say it. What does it matter if Gu Yu doesn't like it? I like it. Go on. It's kind of a terrible story. Do you really want to listen to it? Just say it. Well, okay. I can't believe he'd want to hear me talk about something so humiliating. Gu Yu has really changed a lot. Before dying, Ceylon Wei suddenly began to dehydrate. She looked very bad. She said if we didn't fulfill her last wish, she'd rather die a horrible death than let us take advantage of her. We both thought the changes in her body were her own doing. We didn't want to get nothing, so we promised her and even made a Zinmo oath. But Ceylon Wei still ended up as a mummified body. Later, we learned that to prevent people like Yu from stealing the treasury by posing as royalty, the Exilian royal family had been put under a spell. They'd all get mummified when they were dying. But it's the secret of the Ceylon royal family. Few people know it. Ceylon Wei fooled us. Not only were we unable to use her face and bloodline to open the treasury, but we were even plagued by the Zinmo oath. If we don't fulfill her wish, we'll be haunted by the devils inside us, which will make our cultivation much more difficult than others. It turns out that Gu Yu got screwed over by Ceylon Wei. Such villains as Gu Yu deserve to be fooled. What a sad story. So what's your way of restoring Ceylon Wei's bloodline? Yan Ruyu found a way to solve such a tricky problem. She's really something. I accidentally got an out-of-print copy of Anecdote Collection, compiled by the last owner of Skystar. There is a strange creature named Living Corpse Leech. It's long and flat, as black as ink, and lives by parasitizing on the dead to suck blood. Once enough blood is replenished, the leech will produce blood that belongs to its host and provide a constant supply of blood to the host. The blood produced by the leech will gradually fill the host's body. If we put this leech on Ceylon Wei's body and feed it with blood, we'll be able to replicate her blood. That's right, Living Corpse Leech is very rare, but I already got a clue about it. I'm here to tell you the news. Go ahead. Where is the leech? Ceylon Wei's mask is with me. If Yan Ruyu wants the treasure, she has to work with me. So it's no use for her trying any tricks. If you hadn't just shown up now, we might have gotten it. What do you mean? Datong auction house auctioned off 2 pieces of amber a few months ago, and the leech was exactly sealed in one of them. I heard that Di Xiaoyao, the child golden jade, won the 2 pieces of amber. Di Xiaoyao? No, Di Xiaoyao only has a piece of amber, and what is sealed inside is the pipal tree seed. There is no living corpse leech in it. Mr. Xie, you seem to be concerned about this matter as I am. You're right. Di Xiaoyao just wanted the pipal tree seed. Actually, he bought the leech in passing. He thought the leech was ugly, so he gave it away. He gave it away? He was so generous. Yeah, instead of giving the leech to a friend or relative, he gave it to a stranger he met on the road. It took me a long time to retrace the leech's whereabouts. But the guy who got the leech was a stubborn cultivator at the pre-celestial stage. Back then, I was only at the 9th level of the post-celestial stage, and I couldn't find you, so I had to leave with regret. So it's my fault? But it's not too late now. We have both reached the pre-celestial stage. Let's go find that guy right now. Don't rush. The guy then gave the amber to someone else. Someone Gu Yu knows. Who is it? Damn, Gu Yu's interpersonal relationships are complicated. Who is she talking about? Well, it's the deputy leader of Gu Yu's sect. The deputy leader? Is it Mai? Yes, it's Xu Min, the deputy leader of Zinmo sect. Damn. Xu Min? Why him? That's a bit tricky. I have to think about it. Huh? Qinger is awake? Wait, I need to finish talking with Yan Ruyu first. Did I just feel wrong? Just that moment, Gu Yu's body emitted the aura of ghosts. Can he drive demons and ghosts too? Could it be that faceless mantra can even replicate the root skill of our Chongling sect? Don't worry, I already have a foolproof plan to steal the amber from Xu Min without anyone noticing. Xu Min is very rich as the deputy leader of the Zinmo sect. He has a mansion in Yudu City. Usually, when he doesn't need to go to the sect, he likes to enjoy himself in the mansion. Located between rivers and lakes, Yudu City is indeed a good place. Many scholars were born here. You must know that Xu Min is an arty man. He thought he could become literate by building a mansion in Yudu. Every year Xu Min would entertain the scholars of Yudu and hold a literary conference. Those who produce wonderful works would be highly rewarded. The first few sessions of the conference were really lively. Many famous people went there. But Xu Min's literary accomplishments were limited, so his selection wasn't recognized by people. Over time, the truly talented people have been reluctant to attend the conference. I've confirmed that Xu Min will present his treasures at this year's conference, and that amber is one of them. The conference will open in 7 days. By then we'll go in as guests, take out the amber and then slip away. You can do it all by yourself. Why did you come to me? Of course that's because I need your help. As long as you disguise yourself as the steward of Xu Min's mansion to help me create opportunities, we will be able to steal the amber without notice. I don't know how to make a skin mask. I can only disguise other people's voices and bodies with the help of a few methods and instructions of disguise. I really can't completely disguise myself as that steward. But I do have some other ways. I need to think it over. But the question is whether it's worth it. With my strength, I can walk away if I blow my cover. But there is a risk of offending Xu Minimum. But Yan Ruyu has told me so many secrets. It would be weird if I said no. I don't have to worry that Yan Ruyu thinks Gu Yu and Xie Yan are the same person. Gu Yi would think so because I bragged to Lu Qingmei. The masks of Child Thousand Faces don't have to be made of human skin. I have no problem making short-lived masks out of other materials. As long as I don't say that I killed Xie Yan and replaced him, Yan Ruyu probably won't think that way. Now the key is whether I have the need to work with her. Offending Xu Min isn't necessarily a bad thing, is it? I'm Gu Yu now. If I can get Gu Yi involved, he will certainly not have the energy to keep an eye on me. If possible, I'd better make the two parties fight openly and complete a reshuffle in Zinmo sect. It would be nice if Ge Yi died. Even if he's still alive after that, he'll have a mess to manage, and by then he won't have time to watch me either. You know exactly what I'm capable of. My plan is absolutely foolproof. Xu Min may not even know that his stuff is stolen until he dies. And hasn't Ge Yu been targeted by Chongling sect because of the Zhao Shi matter? I can do something to put an end to this. How dare you have the nerve to say so? I have my own plans for this. Stay out of it. This woman is shameless. But I did it to make Chongling sect and Zinmo sect turn against each other. I have to get a chance to ask her when Chongling sect is going to confront Zinmo sect. Perhaps I can continue my plan to use Chongling sect. But I can't try too hard. Otherwise, she will be suspicious after I deliberately let myself be injured by Chongling sect and start a war between the two sects. I think it's a good plan so far. I can join you, but I need to know more details. No problem. Why don't we leave for Yudu City first? I'll tell you the details when we get there. Whoosh. The faceless mantra that Ge Yu got was incomplete. Theoretically, he is unable to imitate flowery sword power. How did he manage to imitate the power of the pre-celestial stage? At least it looks flawless. Is it possible that Xie Yan is impersonating Ge Yu? Are you sure you want to use Xie Yan's face to attend the conference in Yudu? I think it's more appropriate to change to another face. What if the real Xie Yan appears? No, it can't be. There is some information only Ge Yu knows. Unless this guy has interrogated Ge Yu, he'll never know those things. What's more, with Ge Yu's abilities, he can never be caught or even killed by Xie Yan. And this guy came out of Zinmo sect together with Ge Yi. There is no way that Ge Yi couldn't find someone else pretending to be his son, and there is no way that Zinmo sect would tolerate an impostor coming and going freely. Don't worry. It's absolutely impossible for Xie Yan to be there. In the main world, the names of Charming Jade Child and Master Xie in Zhongling have been bringing me a small but consistent amount of origin points. But as time goes on, the amount is decreasing. So for this conference, I'm definitely going to use my real identity to further expand my influence. Last time I pretended to be monk excellence in the Buddhist debate. I only gained some origin points on the spot. Then I got nothing else. Why is Qinger so active? She seems very excited. Mr. Xie? I'll be gone for 15 minutes. Wait for me here. Ah, he is weird. Qinger, stop it. I'll let you. Huh? Qinger. Mysterium. Master, is it a surprise? Qinger, what's with the outfit and why is there a U on your shoulder? It's a decoration. Don't you think it goes well with my robe? Beep. It scared me. I thought the smell of beauties had mutated, causing you to split up. No, on the contrary, after absorbing the Earth Mother fruit of Yin, I have completely suppressed the smell of beauties. I'm stronger now. See, I can already read part of the Wordless Sutra. Great. This book somehow got into your body and disappeared last time. I almost forgot about it. I still can't see anything. Huh? I can indeed see words in it. No, every page is blank. This book seems destined not to belong to me. There are words on the cover and the first 4 pages. It doesn't matter. You can see the words anyway. Tell me what the book says. Actually, it's not called Wordless Sutra. What is written on the cover is Encyclopedia of Demon Mantras. I can only read the first 4 pages so far, and each page has a mantra on it. You look like you're studying magic. It's no different from magic. Look. Pan Gu created the world and Nuwa created humanity. Clear energy rises and dirty energy sinks. Fool your eyes and deceive your soul. Fool your eyes and deceive your soul. I found the target. Chinger is chanting Taoist mantras while wearing a Western-style magician robe. It looks strange. Please empower me at once. What the hell? What kind of mantra is this? Transfiguration mantra. I can turn things into anything I want. The face is exactly like mine. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror. But why only its head? What about its body? That's kind of gross. I don't know. This mantra is supposed to work on the whole body. Let me try again. Empower me at once. Empower me at once. Empower me at once. How so? This is different from what the book says. The transfiguration mantra is just a trick. As soon as you touch it, it stops working. If I want to remove it, all I need is a little internal power. Its disadvantage is very obvious. But the book says it has no flaw. I'm useless. I failed to master it. It's okay. As a beginner, you've done very well. Although you just got something a little gross, the mantra must be more convenient than the disguise mantra once you've mastered it. Master, let me try again. I know the other 3 mantras too. Weapon off mantra. With this spell, you can take away your opponent's weapon. I'll get a ghost to show you. Pangu created the world and Nuwa created humanity. Clear energy rises and dirty energy sinks. Break your armor and take your weapon. Please empower me at once. Swish. No peeping. Is this a clothes-off mantra? No, I should have taken the weapon from him. Why did it fail again? How could this be? Come back. Ah. In a sense, this mantra is really awesome. You have to believe me. All the mantras recorded in the Encyclopedia of Demon Mantras are powerful. I also know the truth mantra. It can make people tell the truth. There are no test subjects here. Next one. The last one is the fast shift mantra. It allows me to move thousands of miles in an instant. Pangu created the world and Nuwa created humanity. Clear energy rises and dirty energy sinks. Shift fast and move freely. Stop it, Chinger. Let's just focus on the transfiguration mantra first. Please empower me at once. Hey, where is she? Chinger doesn't dissipate, but where is she? Has she really moved 1,000 miles away? 15 minutes have passed. Why hasn't Yu come back? Where has he been? Bang. You are. I'm so dizzy. You were the ghost that day? You got a weird look, but your aura hasn't changed much. Interesting. You've gotten intelligence, and you didn't dissipate after taking a blow from Tu Wangsheng. Well, I haven't met such a special ghost for a long time. Oh, this big breast woman is so scary. Let go of me. Break your armor and take your weapon. Empower me at once. Anyway, I'll get her big breast ghost weapon first. Whoosh. Huh? Little ghost, you are so naughty. She's even scarier. Shift fast and move freely. Empower me at once. Splash. Splash. What? Why so close? Inhale. Mei Lang, catch her. Shift fast and move freely. Empower me at once. Why isn't the fast shift mantra working? Help, master. Where did Chinger go? Master. Chinger? Huh? Help. Why you? Cries. Yan Ruyu, what the hell are you doing? Is that Yan Ruyu's ghost? She looks so mean. I think I'm supposed to be the one asking the question. It turns out that the little ghost is yours. Was it you who asked her to do that to me? What did you do to her? Well, I was not skilled enough, so the weapon off mantra turned into the clothes off mantra. Chinger, can't you just stop using it? Why you fought against Zhao Shi for the Earth Mother Fruit of Yin for this little ghost, didn't you? It was Ge Yu who did that. Not me, Xie Yan. Don't talk nonsense. And your ghost hurt mine. How does your Chongling sect usually solve this kind of matter? They were just playing, and it was your ghost that pissed me off first. If I had wanted to kill your ghost, she'd have been dead already. Okay, fine. I'm tired of arguing with you. And don't call me Yu. Call me Mr. Xie. Okay, I'll call you Mr. Xie from now on. Although ghosts with intelligence are rare, they do exist. But your ghost can also use the fast shift mantra and the clothes off mantra. How wonderful. Mr. Xie, where did you get her? Somewhere far away, but forget it. Even I can't get over there now. Just give it a try. Maybe we can find a way to get there again? Hi. No way is no way. There's no point in you begging me. Okay, whatever. Mei Lang, we. Mei Lang? Ready. Split. Mei Lang, you're really strong. I was wrong when I said you were mean. What are they doing? Our ghosts seem to be having a good time. How is that possible? Mei Lang doesn't have intelligence. How has she become like this after spending a while with Ge Yu's ghost? Where did the other two ghosts come from? Were they attracted here by the ghost? Or do they belong to Ge Yu too? Come here, Mei Lang. You don't want to play with me anymore? Draw back. My order seemed to have been ignored for a second? Where on earth is this ghost from? How could she interfere with my order? All right, Chinger. I know them. It's just a misunderstanding. Not only does he have special martial arts that can restrain Chongling sect, but he also has a ghost of unknown origin. Ge Yu, you've become more and more mysterious. Yudu City. Yudu City is an ancient city with a history of 1,000 years. It's surrounded by 3 rivers and 5 lakes. Legend has it that when the Han Empire was first established, the founding emperor set up a city here in the hope that the southern part of the Han Empire would become more prosperous. Through generations of hard work, the barren southern territory has flourished and is still thriving. Yudu City is the witness of all this. It has witnessed the greatness of our Han Empire, which has turned this place from barren to prosperous. In the 4th year of Shanghui, Prince Heng served as the governor of this city. He was good at painting, music, and literature. He also recruited many famous scholars in the Han dynasty to settle here. What a beautiful couple. It looks so delightful. Gentlemen, why don't we write a poem about this? So Yudu has a large number of talents and is full of artistic atmosphere everywhere. Me, let me write a poem. You're a terrible poet. Let me do it. Whoever finishes his poem first wins. But your poems have to make sense. Zinmo sect is next to Yudu. Do you think I need you to introduce me to Yudu's cultural background? Is this woman testing whether I'm the real Ge Yu? I thought you were playing the charming jade child. Mr. Xie, you don't know Yudu well, do you? I'm tired of acting with this guy. Yeah, you're right. I really shouldn't know about Yudu. But how do you know so much about this place? Are you from Yudu? Have you forgotten? I do come from Yudu. I told you about it years ago. I'm Xie Yan, not Ge Yu. Xie Yan didn't know you before. Oh, well. Why is this guy acting one moment and then not acting the next? He's so annoying. Her eyes are as gentle as water waves, and her eyebrows are as light as distant mountains. Her smile is charming. Her face after drinking is rosy, and her singing voice is beautiful. Endless charm emanates from her. I fell in love with her at first sight, but did not expect such a romantic affair to take place. After getting drunk, in her room, we indulged in a happy time. This is a custom in Udu City. Whenever a masterpiece comes out, it will be widely sung. This song has been sung for decades and is still a classic. I never thought I'd hear the poet Liu Yang's work here. Who was it that had such a tacit understanding with Liu Yang and wrote the exact same piece? When I was writing lyrics and music for Siren 48 at the Affection Pavilion, I already found that the poetry and music in this world are as brilliant as those of my world. Many of the works here have the same mood and phrasing as those in my world. If it were not for the fact that these works come from different authors and have their own creation background, I'd have thought that there were already people from Earth coming to this world long ago. Most of the idioms in my world are also found here. There does seem to be a connection between the two worlds. Is this the so-called high-dimensional projection? The culture of one world is projected onto the other, making the two cultures very similar. If so, is this world projected onto my world, or is it the other way around? Although Xu Min is uneducated, he has a good taste in choosing a mansion. Look, Mr. Xie, is this Xu Min's mansion? His mansion has 4 or 5 floors. It's so big. How could he never have seen Xu Min's mansion in Udu? He's playing Xie Yan again. This building was actually built by Prince Hang, and it was his residence. After he died, this building was left unattended. After several hundred years, it gradually fell into disuse. Xu Min bought the building from a descendant of Prince Hang and spent a lot of money renovating it. Xu Min admires ancient things, so he didn't change the name of the building, which has always been called the Pavilion of Prince Hang. Gosh, the style, name and surroundings of the building are so familiar. It's very similar to the Pavilion of Prince Tang in my world. The literary conference will be held in the pavilion. The real literati despise this conference. However, Xu Min would offer a high price, so it'd be very lively during the conference. It's easy to qualify for the conference. We only need to write a literary work on the spot that Xu Min has never heard of, and then we'll be eligible to enter. Xu Min isn't talented, but he has heard a lot of works. No one can get in without an original work. Let me take a look. There are many poems in this world that are similar to those in my world, but this shouldn't be the case with parallel prose. Will I be able to impress people if I write a preface to the Pavilion of Prince Hang? If I can make a name for myself with this, I'll have endless origin points. But there are a lot of allusions in the preface to the Pavilion of Prince Tang that I'm not familiar with, so I can't write out the whole prose. I can excerpt a few classic lines from it, such as, "The sunlight shoots through the rosy clouds, and the autumn water is merged with the boundless sky into one hue." What beautiful phrases! Well, it's spring now, so I can change autumn water to spring water. There's no difference. Oh, right, did any literati write poems and articles for this building? Of course there are, such as, "The place where the ancients looked far was the pavilion left by the river. The pavilion of Prince Hang towers high by the riverside, but gone is the music amid tinkling jade pendants and carriage bells." There are countless poems about this building. As for articles, the most famous article is that one. When Kui Jing first came to Udu City, he ascended the pavilion and wrote the parallel prose. It straddles the border of the influence of the Yi and Zhen constellations, and is adjacent to the Heng and the Lu Mountains. The 3 rivers enfold it like the front part of a garment and the 5 lakes encircle it like a girdle. It controls the Savage Jing area and connects O and U. Oh, my God, this is basically the same as the preface to the preface of the Pavilion of Prince Tang. I didn't expect Kui Jing to have created such an article. The sunlight shoots through the rosy clouds, and the autumn water is merged with the boundless sky into one hue. The sky is high and the land is boundless. I cannot but feel the immensity of the universe. Sadness follows happiness. I am aware that success and failure are predestined. The famous sentences are all in this prose. Except for some different allusions, the two articles are roughly the same. Well, I'd better not recite poems in this world, or I'll probably become a plagiarist. I'd better cheat with the poems Yan Ruyu gave me. Now Xu Min should still be in Zinmo sect. Why don't we get into the pavilion and take a look? If it were so simple, I wouldn't need your help. There are usually only some subordinates in the pavilion, and Xu Min's treasures are not kept here. Except on the day of the conference, we have no chance to see them at all. Come on, I'll take you somewhere to sit down and tell you the whole plan. With the poems I provide, we will be able to get into the conference easily. We don't need to make too much of a splash. In the second half of the conference, Xu Min will bring out his collections for the guests to see. Xu Min always carries the amber of living corpse leech with him, and he'll only take it out in the conference. My plan is very simple. When the collection display is over, Xu Min won't put them away immediately. As usual, he'll arrange for someone to guard them and take them away when he returns to Zinmo sect. In the meantime, I try to hold back Xu Min's steward. You pretend to be the steward and replace the real amber with the fake one I've prepared. And then we leave. If things go well, Xu Min won't find out that his amber has been stolen for a long time. Tell me more about the steward. I don't know how to make human skin masks. It would be more appropriate for me to use tribulation of altered Buddha or ghostly enchantment. Now I just have to decide whether to tell Yan Ruyu. How could he not know Shuju? He's still acting at a time like this. I don't even know what to say. I almost forgot that you are Xie Yan, not Yu, so of course you don't know Xu Min's steward. It's good that you know. Thankfully, Yu is crazy about playing other people. Otherwise, I would have been caught for being so careless. Xu Min's steward is called Shuju, who is the leader of a small sect. He's at the first level of the pre-celestial stage. But for some reason, he abandoned his sect. He and his wife went to Xu Min together and he's been working as Xu Min's steward from then on. He's at the first level of the pre-celestial stage? Pretending to be Shu Ju is just the first step. You still need to get some key information out of him, or you'll probably give yourself away easily. All my means are impossible to control a person of the first level of the pre-celestial stage. Am I going to have to use the half-finished transfiguration mantra of Qinger? Shu Ju stays with Xu Min most of the time, but he is sometimes alone. I'll keep an eye on him in the next 7 days. It would be great if I could catch him in advance and let you replace him. And when it's done, we'll kill him. In this way, Xu Min will suspect Shu Ju as the thief, and we will have no other risks. If this plan fails, we'll have to do it at the conference, but it will be a little troublesome. After all, Shu Ju is at the pre-celestial stage. Although you have all kinds of methods, you won't be able to take him down without making a noise. Why don't you clink glasses with me? You are not a gentleman. Drink up. Gentlemen? Now I'm considering whether to kill you to keep you out of this. I'll provoke Shu Ju into challenging you. No matter how much noise is made during a fight, it is normal. When Shu Ju returns to his place after the fight, you go restrain him quietly and ask him the information we want. What? Does Yu have this ability? Are you wondering how I can get Shu Ju to challenge you at the conference? There are 2 things that a man can't tolerate. One is to be said that he is not sexually capable, and the other is his woman cheating on him. Stares. Now your pretty face can finally come in handy. I'll find an opportunity to drug Shu Ju's wife and then you will approach her to make Shu Ju think you are seducing his wife. What if Shu Ju is so loyal that he can even put up with this in order not to spoil the conference? I can't believe this woman is asking me to seduce someone. But maybe I can use abomination to make things easier. Then there is nothing more I can do. If we can't get information from Shu Ju, you'll have to play it by ear then. Or maybe we'll get lucky, so you'll get the amber just by acting as Shu Ju. What do you think, Mr. Xie? That's my plan. Do you have any suggestions? I remember Qinger has learned the truth mantra, but she hasn't tried it. I don't know if it will work. Now the key is not getting information, but how I act as Shu Ju. This is a rough plan. For instance, if I act as Shu Ju, I'll inevitably come into contact with people who know him. The real Shu Ju will find out about it when he communicates with them later. What are you going to do then? Or do you have a way to make Shu Ju appear after we successfully escape? I don't think Shu Ju will have the guts to challenge me if Shu Min is there all the time. Even if he has, Shu Min will probably stop him. Finally, will it arouse Shu Min's suspicion of me afterward? If so, I'm sorry. Even if we can get the stuff in the end, I'll have to quit. I don't want the identity of Xie Yan to make enemies with Shu Min. It won't. These are all details. I just found you today, so I haven't had a chance to make a detailed plan. In the next 7 days, I'll figure out how to deal with all kinds of situations. Gu Yu is still as cautious as ever. Then come back to me when you have everything planned. I'll hold off on replying to her for now. Perhaps Qinger will be able to use the transfiguration mantra skillfully in 7 days. But if I haven't found a solution by then, I'll just find an excuse to refuse Yan Ruyu. I mainly want to use this plan to make Shu Min and Gu Yi turn against each other without exposing Xie Yan's identity. I don't care too much about the Ceylon treasury. In fact, killing her will eliminate the risk of me being exposed once and for all. But it'll also come with too much uncertainty. Once she escapes, the fact that I'm not Gu Yu will definitely be discovered. So for now, the best choice is to work with her. This hotel is owned by a friend of mine. You can go have a rest in the next room if you are tired. I need to go out and think it over. In 7 days, I'm sure I can give you a perfect plan. That's about it. So Qinger, your transfiguration mantra is the key to this plan. Sorry I'm holding you back, Master. We still have 7 days. You might be able to master it with more practice. And it's okay even if you fail. I'll just withdraw from Yan Ruyu's plan. Master. Although I'm useless now, I've learned the mantras in the Wordless Sutra and my strength has improved a lot. I'll be useful to you someday. Please believe me. Snuggle. Don't say that. You're such a cute little ghost by my side, and I'll be in a good mood whenever I see you. Isn't that what you do for me? Master. Maybe I hadn't fully absorbed the fruit before, so I didn't feel it. But after being called out by you this time, I found that I've really changed in some ways. Whoosh. The connection between us is stronger now. It means that no matter how far away I am from you, I can hear your voice and follow your instructions in real time. And I can share my vision with you. I can show you whatever I see simultaneously. That makes it easier for me to get information for you. I can instruct you remotely and share your vision? Isn't that just like live streaming? Awesome. Qinger, you should have told me you had this ability earlier. I just found out I can do that. Come on, let's try it now. Okay. The bond between Qinger and Master Xie. Connect. Qinger, she's a little awkward. Huh? Whoosh. Master, can you see clearly? Whoosh. Qinger, is this the view you usually see? The vision is so peculiar, like two eyes looking at different things. I'm sitting in my room, but I feel like I'm flying. And I seem to have found a more interesting thing. Flap flap. Hey, what are you going to do, master? Chinger, don't move. Let me do a little experiment. Whoosh. I knew it would work. Whoosh. Huh? Why can't I control myself? Wait, master, you're in my body? That's right. A part of my mind has entered your body to control you, and it works quite smoothly. Don't worry. I'm just taking over your body temporarily. I didn't know I could do so until you shared your vision. Oh, I see. It scared me. This is interesting. It's like two of me looking at each other. And the feeling of touching Chinger has changed too. I feel like I am touching myself. So this is how my face looks to others. I'm really handsome. Now I'm able to cast Chinger's mantras after taking over her body, though I don't know what effects these mantras will have. Pangu created the world and Nuwa created humanity. Clear energy rises and dirty energy sinks. Fool your eyes and deceive your soul. Please empower me at once. Let me try the transfiguration mantra. Boom. M. It's pixelated. Master, it looks frightening. Poofed. This is ugly. I'm going to undo this mantra. And after I cast the transfiguration mantra with Chinger's body, I feel that I can also cast it with my own body. Pangu created the world and Nuwa created humanity. Clear energy rises and dirty energy sinks. Fool your eyes and deceive your soul. Please empower me at once. M. I guessed wrong. It looks like your mantras can only be cast with your body. Yes. Then can I use your body to try the fast shift mantra? No problem. Master Xie suddenly started talking to his own mind inside me? It's weird. Stop it. I'm doing an experiment. Shift fast and move freely. Please empower me at once. Hey, the mantra is working, but why is my body still there? Master, the fast shift mantra seems to work only when I cast it on myself. I know. I just wanted to see if there were any exceptions when my mind was inside you. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Now I'll see if I can cast the mantras as an owl. There seems to be no problem. Shift fast and move freely. Please empower me at once. Appear. Clatter. Thud. Where am I? Something doesn't feel right. Huh? Chinger. What's wrong with your fast shift mantra? Cluck, cluck. It's so scary. It's bad timing. Is she bathing or cultivating? Ah. What the hell? Chinger's body can't keep up with me. I feel so upset to have my feet gripped. Chinger, leave now. Yan Ruyu won't harm you once you become a human girl again. Fade away. What? I wonder what ghost dare get near me when I'm in my cultivation. It turned out to be an animal ghost. It's rare. Cluck? Let go of me, or I'll kick your ass. This sounds familiar. Plop. Run. Pull. It's interesting that you can transform. I would tear you apart for research if it weren't for Yu. My master will hunt you down if you harm me. Relax. I won't hurt you. I can't irritate Yu. You're a jerk. I'm not afraid of you. I'm naked now. You can't trick me. Crack. Be strong. I've become stronger. I can fight her. What are you doing? Ghostly enchantment. Bang. Hiss. You have a tough head. I feel a bit dizzy now. Let go of me. It didn't work. I'm useless. You're quite naughty. But the night is long, so we can take it slow. Crack. Don't get near me. I'll attack you. Please come and save me, my master. It's not right to watch women bathing. I can't expose myself. I'll warn her if she tries to hurt you. Though it didn't work, ghostly enchantment can make Yan Ruyu, who's good at spirit cultivation, dizzy for a bit. Chinger has improved a lot. She's only doing this for fun. Just go with her. Well, I'm stained. I'd rather be dead now. The next day. Enchant and expose everything. Please empower me at once. What's your name and what's your secret that you want no one to know? My name's Wang Dachang. My secret is that I cheated with the husband of our gang boss. What's your gang? Is your boss a man or a woman? What's the name of your boss? The plan was to practice the transfiguration mantra, but Chinger always want to try the truth mantra. So we tested on a fighter at the 3rd level of the post-celestial stage. It worked pretty well. Further experiments are needed to know how effective it would be on more powerful people. It never works on me anyway. It's not easy to find more powerful subjects. It's risky to test on Yan Ruyu. So we stop practicing this mantra and spend all our time on the transfiguration mantra. Chinger then starts her non-stop practice all day long. The 3rd day. The 5th day. She has made much progress and can transfigure something into something else, but it's easy to see through them. Actually, I just need a face, and I can figure out the rest through instructions of disguise. But it would be too much for her. So I just let her practice the mantra. The 6th day. Good. This one is the same as Yan Ruyu. No one can tell the difference with their bare eyes. Can my mantra help you this time? I don't know. See? It's just a deceptive trick. I'll get exposed if I touch others. Boo-hoo. This is so hard. This is just an exception. Besides, I'll play a man and I can control his figure. No one can know as long as no one touches me. But I'll get exposed once I use my internal power. If things are smooth, we can get it done with this mantra. But things will get troublesome if I'm asked to perform in public. Yesterday Yan Ruyu came for discussion and the plan is almost flawless. If things go well, we can make it and Yan Ruyu will believe that I'm Child Thousand Faces. But things will get rough every time I think they're going well. I have an idea. Let's go seek revenge. Let's fight Yan Ruyu. What are you talking about? You touched my ghost's body the other day and now she's feeling so bad about it. She'll disappear if this continues. Don't use 5 elements shift and run away. Let me beat you so that my ghost will recover and I'll have the mood to go to the banquet. This is beautiful timing for all of you to come here for the banquet. I appreciate it so much. That's too humble of you. You're a martial art master and you hold this banquet for us to discuss arts. I truly admire it. Master Songpo. Don't be so humble. We specialize in different martial arts, but we share similar interests in arts. Master Yaikui. I know very well of you two and I'm sure we can have a good time here. But I didn't expect that you can make it, Mr. Zhang. You're so famous for your paintings, Mr. Zhang. I've been busy before. This time I won't miss it. Please forgive me. Zhang Jinbao, the governor of Yudu City, level 3 of the pre-celestial stage. Xu Ju, the steward of the Xu family. I admire those with knowledge. I'm glad you can make it. Master, it's time. You can go welcome the guests. Okay. Here's the steward, Mr. Xu. I've practiced for so long just for today. Who touched my butt? Now it's time. Thank you all for being here tonight. The rules are the same. You can make poems as you want, but they can't include swearing and offending words. You don't have to be nervous. Just write down whatever comes into your mind. Winners of this round can get to the 2nd floor. All right. I'm confident about this. I've done this before and I know what Mr. Xu prefers. This is easy. I've prepared well for this. Let me surprise you. This is bustling every time. Don't be so harsh. They're young and energetic. I'm glad to see that. The banquet should be bustling. You should be more open-minded, or all of us can't be fully engaged. It's true. Things will get interesting when winners come up. Let's have tea first. I'm being rude. He's so into this. I shouldn't take it away from him. But Mr. Zhang is here too. I'm afraid that my father-in-law would annoy him. I'll let my wife persuade him. I think we'd better not hold this kind of banquet again. We can just enjoy them by ourselves. This is so boring. My money is wasted on these nerds. I'm so mad at it. Some of them will become our guests. Behave yourself, Rongrong. Sun Rongrong, the wife of Shu Ju. I'm in charge of the account book and I only know they cost us a fortune. But I like you being this serious. I want to kiss you. Stop. People are watching. You spoiled it. Fine. I'll come to you when this is over. They're being too undisciplined. 15 minutes after. Mr. Shu has come here for 20 years and made the city prosperous. However, with such great contributions, everyone stays unknown to this. Lu Chuanwen thinks that few people are grateful for what I've done. How do you like that? This one is quite clever. It implies gratitude towards you. Other than that, it's nothing special. Sigh. I'll just try to please my father-in-law. I didn't know that. It's great. I'll have him as my guest. I think this one from Han Yuanheng is also pretty good. As the descendant of an educated family, Shu inherits and passes down the etiquette. His articles are widely circulated. People adore his moral codes and temperament. Failing to take a rare chance to meet him, I have no reasons to stay in the city. It's indeed great. This one is admiring your moral codes. It looks like that he's a super fan of yours. He's such an ass kisser. This is so unpleasant. Well, I have to meet him then. Have you read that from Han Yuanheng? That's too much. Yes, but it's indeed a good one. Where are these flowers coming from? Someone's coming. Who is this person? How dare this person be late for the banquet? What? I've never seen a beautiful couple like them in my life. They're the perfect match. I am so envious. Who are these two people? They're perfect together. What a match made in heaven. Could they be Mr. Shu's guests? I don't want to come so early anyway. But you were rude before. I almost failed to come. I'll beat you again if you bully Chinger. That's so mean. That's a lame excuse. He just wanna practice the finger of flowery swords he learned and fears that he might get exposed in front of Shuju. But why did he stop using finger of flowery swords and only dodge my attacks? Also, where did he learn that mental attacking skill? It's not from Zinmo sect. It's so evil. Luckily it won't work on pre-celestial fighters. Do you have the false face of Shuju? Don't worry. You need to figure out how to talk with Shu Min. You killed Zhao Shi and let me be the scapegoat. Now Zinmo sect and Chongling sect are at odds. Don't plan so much. We may not get in. I have a plan and it will work. Also, I didn't kill Zhao Shi. Why you did. Ha. Here's Shu Ju. I'll stop talking now. I'm Shu Ju, the steward of the pavilion of Prince Hang. Who are you and what are you doing here? So this man is Shu Ju. I'm Yan Ruyu from Chongling sect. I'm here to accompany Child Charming Jade to participate in the banquet. I'm Xie Yan from Moqing sect. I've heard so much about the banquet and I'm truly looking forward to it. Now that we're in the city, we want to come here to take a look at it. Please forgive us. Child Charming Jade Xie Yan and Evil Jade Beauty Yan Ryu? We're honored to have you here. Please wait here. I'll inform my master. Please have some tea. Thank you. Why are they coming together here? They look nice together. But Yan Ruyu is quite bold to come here since Gu Yu killed Zhao Shi. I don't know about her. But Xie Yan is very famous in Zhongling City and is called Master Xie. He has some unique interpretations for poems and music. It's mesmerizing. Why don't you invite them here? I believe that the banquet will be more interesting. I've heard of him before. He adapted lots of music but didn't create many of his own. He should be talented anyway. Let's leave those hatreds and feuds since this is an art banquet. People will love it if they can participate in the banquet. You're right. Invite them in. Okay.